Alright, so it's March 17th today. I'm going to be doing some frost seeding. This is my first time ever trying frost seeding, but this was one of our clover plots. We left the middle open because this is our old colony. We drive through here a lot, but on each side, this side and this side, we had clover and brassicas last year. The brassicas were just a cover crop to kind of outcompete the weeds, and hopefully this year the clover takes off. Alright, so I just bought some bulk clover seed. This is about 1.5 pounds of Dino clover, and this is about 2.5 pounds of red clover. So that's what I'm going to be using, just some bulk generic clover seed to plant this. I'm going to mix them up a little bit so we get a little bit of both varieties in here. So this right here is the other food plot. This was all Dino White clover with, again, some brassicas and winter wheat that they were eating on all the way up until now, basically. These are some of the brassicas right here as a cover crop, and you can tell all the clover right down in here. It's kind of coming back, but I'm gonna lightly overseed this. It was probably already pretty thick, so I'm just gonna lightly overseed it. I'm pretty sure it's all right to do it on the snow. I've seen other people doing it, so we'll try it out, I guess. Like I said, this is my first time ever frost seeding clover, and we'll see how it works. Well, I'm back at the clover plot again. And I looked, and it was March 16th is when I frost seeded this, and it's April 13th today, so almost, well, basically a month. And in that time frame, this food plot has really greened up. So is everything. You know, you can see that that's grass, and then that's the clover. And when I frost seeded this, there was actually some snow on the ground yet, and the ground was completely froze. And now this clover is really coming up really, really nice. And I've actually seen a few spots where the deer have been eating on it already. I can tell there's a few spots where it's been browsed off and munched down already a little bit, which is really cool to see. Alright, so last year in June when I planted this on this corner right here, I didn't seed any of this. I sprayed it all up to the edge of the woods, but I didn't seed it. I should have seeded it because it probably would have grew. But this spring when I frost seeded everything, I remembered that that's all sprayed off, so I seeded it a little further in. I didn't rake any of this off. That's just the way the leaves are. They're further in there, which is nice. It's going to help the germination. And all this, I see this pretty heavy right here because, you know, there's no clover here to start out with. This is all clover, I believe, because that's what I remember this stuff looked like when I first planted it. Comes up looking like that. I'm not saying all that's clover. I mean, you can tell there's some weeds in here and stuff, but I'm pretty sure that's all clover because I see this pretty heavy right in here. And you can see it right here. It's just starting to really green up. I probably shouldn't be walking on it too much, but I know clover can handle a lot. So, I mean, look at that. That's just looking great. I frost seeded the whole plot, as you just saw, and like this right here, these 4 little plants right here are some of the young new clover, and like right here's a couple. It's just gonna really help to fill in, you know, all these little blank spots. But the clover I have in here, it should get big enough, it should fill in, but you can't really overseed clover. It's just gonna, all the frost seeding I did just gonna really help to fill in some of these blank spots. I'll do another update probably in another 2 or 3 weeks, and I'll see what it looks like then, and that's probably when I'll upload this video. But yeah, this is what it looks like about after a month. And we've had, well, we actually had 1 inch of snow, and that all melted off in one day. But we've had some, oh, right here's some good browse right here. You can kind of tell where a couple of those tops are nipped off. It's really hard because the clover is so short. It's really hard to see. Here's like a leftover brassica that I put in as a cover crop, brassica and winter wheat. I think it was just wheat because I don't see any of the wheat coming back. But anyways, bam, that's what it looks like. So here we are, it's April 26th today, and I'm back at this clover food plot. I'll show you the other clover food plot too today. But anyways, this is where I frost seeded, as you guys just saw earlier in this video, and man, it's looking great. The clover is really popping up quick. The stuff that was planted last year, it's looking good. So this is all the clover that was planted last year, and I'll try to find a plant. Unfortunately, I don't see too many young clover plants from this year. It could be just because they haven't grown much, but I know a lot of this right here is weeds. I'm just trying to look for, I don't know if any of that crap even grew. Maybe right here. Right here, this is one. That's a 2-year-old plant too. Yeah, I don't really know if the frost seeding actually worked, because all these little tiny broadleaf things coming up all look like weeds, you know, like this. It's all weeds. I don't really see too many, if any, young clover plants that I frost seeded. So yeah, I don't know. This could be something. That's probably a weed too. God darn it. But I can tell when they've been browsing on this plot. You can tell right there, there's some leaves missing. Kind of just everywhere throughout the plot. So this is looking good. This is wild cucumber. You want to get this crap out of here. This stuff climbs up trees. It would probably climb right up this tree, and it's a big vine, annual vine. This stuff's bad. Anyways, yeah, I don't know if I see any of the clover. That's not good. Shoot. Maybe right here one. Yeah, that's a 2-year-old plant, I think, right there. I don't know. I don't think it worked, but anyways, the clover from last year is looking really good. The 2nd-year clover. Just look at all that. Beautiful. Over on this end right here, there is a lot more grass coming up. I could spray this with just like a grass herbicide, but I think a couple mowings will do the job. But as you look in here, there's tons of clover even in here mixed within the grass. I know, like I said, I seeded this outer edge here pretty heavy. I mean, this stuff could be clover, but it really looks like weeds to me. I'm not even sure if the frost seeding actually worked. All this stuff looks like it's more like a weed. That's some weird stuff right there. Anyways, yeah, unfortunately I don't think the frost seeding worked at all. The 2nd-year clover looks great, all this stuff, but I don't see any of the little ones that would be popping up. Like this right here, this really small one could be one, but I think it's just too developed. Like it's got too many branching off. A young one would just still be something like that probably, but I don't know. I don't think it worked, but we'll see. This is the last update in this video.